Ladies and gentlemen, it's UK Field Ninja. I did say I'd show you some equipment that I use for guerrilla growing. So this is in the boot of my car. Everything has to be able to pack up in here, quickly movable and so on and so on. So primary tools, decent pair of secateurs. These things are monsters. Pretty much the best that you can get, Felco 8s, and these will cut through anything, any branch is about 2 inches thick. It's got a holster on it, and then I've attached a belt loop to it so that I can hide it, wear it kind of a bit like a belt. Next thing I've got is this big ass knife. And this is a Schrade SCHF 36, and this thing is pretty thick, pretty big, good for cutting, prying and pulling apart. Also got a little knife, and this is the 5N. This is for more finer work. And this is all attached in a loop, and that loop I wear as a strap round my back. Next I've got this, along with my bigger backpack that I use to carry water. I have this one here, this little more discreet backpack. It's actually the side of the side satchel pack off the Bergen, and then it's attached with the rig. This thing cost me about 12 quid off eBay. So trying to open something with one hand ain't easy. So I use this when I'm going spotting, when I'm going looking for sites. This is a poncho for when it's raining. Drink, which I generally normally forget. Pair of gloves, well worn. You want to wear gloves when you're cutting out sites and whatever, save your hands. And then there's a rubber glove in there as well. So they're the kind of hand tools. I then have a saw for cutting down big trees, big branches. I then have this. This here is a Fisker. I've covered up all the signs and everything because it's got orange and all that kind of stuff, so I want it to be kind of as discreet as possible. But anyway, the handle fits on top of this, and this thing has got a foot bar. It's got a pointed end. And that's for digging through flint, chalk, clay, all the nice stuff that the ground is all around me. So a good shovel is well worth it. Next, camouflage jacket, ex-military, covered in crap, camo trousers, decent boots, all stuff that's going to make me blend into the surrounding where I am. Just to give that bit more of a disguise and whatever. So yeah, this is the kind of equipment that you probably want and need. Stuff that can fold away, stuff that's small. I can hide this shovel underneath this jacket, so when I'm walking around you wouldn't even know that I'm carrying a shovel. And I do that through straps, strap it up over the top here, so then this part is facing my body underneath my jacket, and then this section here kind of hangs underneath the coat, but I put my hand over the top of that and you can't see that I'm carrying a shovel at all. So all this equipment can be carried on me discreetly without anyone seeing, so as I'm going in and out of places, no one will know what it is that I'm doing. Obviously you want to have your alibis even, so to speak. What are you doing on my land? What are you doing in there? You know, bird watching, survival, rambler, just walking around on the land. you are allowed to walk on land. You have the freedom of movement within fields and stuff like that, and that's covered under the Access to Wildlife and Nature and whatever act it's called. Allows you to go onto land. It even allows you to go on land to pick fruit, and that's under the Foraging Act. And basically you can walk onto private land and you can pick fruit and vegetables and whatever, but the stipulation is that you are only picking enough for your consumption. It's not for sale, and anything that you're going to make out of it is going to be for your own consumption and not for profit whatsoever. So yeah, you have access to land. Like, I can climb over fences, I can go pretty much wherever I want. Obviously, as long as I'm not damaging crops, as long as I'm not scaring animals, as long as I'm not damaging property, then basically they can't stop me from pretty much going wherever I want. So look up those laws. It's well worth it to know where you stand when you're going out and about. Obviously the law's against you for any actions and things that you may be growing, but in regards to going onto the land and looking for sites and whatever, you should know that stuff. So yeah, anyway, this is a little bit of equipment. Fill up the boot, and I fill up the boot with my water jugs and the two water jerry cans I've got, and go on my way. So yeah, it's a bit of hits, tips. Hope it's helpful. But anyway, it's UK Field Ninja. See you guys next time.